Hello, June. This is Eric. I'm going to be walking you through the 4 panels. Okay, so panel number 1, I tried to draw this man coming in. He's supposed to be an archaeologist walking through or into a pyramid. And I guess somehow maybe you see the structure of the pyramid going into like a diagonal shape. Over here, as he walks in, what he sees is a pool of lava and then the spike armor halfway submerged in the lava. I was thinking maybe over here, some hieroglyphics, something about beware the immortal cat. Maybe you could put that like in a translation next to it or something like that. Over here, there's a cat. He's supposed to be following this guy in. This is Hunter, our lead character. Over here, this is where the cat has followed him in, and the cat is looking at this strange portal over here. So that's panel number 1. Okay, now moving over to panel number 2. Panel number 2, we divided into 4s so we could explain the powers, okay? And each one displays the powers. So this one, he kind of turns into a Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of serrated spike, saw blade kind of thing. And then inside of it is like a little like sun kind of thing. When I send you the file that has all of the dialogue and explanations, you can label some of this stuff. But let's see. Also, there's a little person running from the Spike Warrior. Because the Spike Warrior is this guy. The whole idea is he finds the costume, becomes the Spike Warrior. It's a super armor from ancient times. And his first power here, he's chasing this little criminal. And as he's about to hit him, he's saying the words sunny side up, like an egg. Because maybe this looks like an egg. The sun looks like an egg or something. All right. Now, the criminal's running away. Maybe he could be saying something like no or whatever. I think we had him say por favor. I don't know if that's racist, though. So, I don't know. I guess just make him say no so I don't get any Mexicans telling me I was profiling them as criminals. The next one is laser spike. It's basically kind of like a spike flying through the air, but it has a tail that's a laser, like a laser trail. This right here is the spike hitting a hanging piece of cow, like a hanging piece of beef. Like remember Rocky, in the movie Rocky, was fighting the hanging beef? So this laser spike is hitting a piece of beef. Down here is showing him teleporting from one place to the next, but he teleports inside of a toy store. And see, the costume has a bunch of spikes coming out of it, kind of like Beetlejuice in that one scene where he has spikes coming out of him. Porcupine, it's like a porcupine. So he teleports, and when he does, in a toy store, he has toys that he's impaled, like a teddy bear. Maybe he has a donut he's impaled or something like that. And he's kind of like, oops, didn't mean to do that. Fourth panel here from the second quadrant is the mind spike. So it's the Spike Warrior here putting a kind of like a little needle into this guy's hand. And he's like, ouch. And he confesses, I took the bread. So he reads minds with his time spike. So he's basically kind of doing like the Ghost Rider thing. You could read the minds. Over here, backing out, we got the third panel, and that is introducing the arch enemy of the Spike Warrior. He kind of looks like a mummy pharaoh, but you can also make him look like an alien or something too, kind of like a mummy pharaoh alien. So he's not totally just some old pharaoh. But his name is the Must Master, like a lot of dust. You call a lot of dust must. and he says, "I want that suit." And so he's pointing. He has these little minions that are kind of like gingerbread men, but they're actually little tiny cheesy mummies, and they're like, "We will, boss." Um, let's see. So it's a wind gust that's blowing them into this portal, and right here, the Muskmaster. So I drew here. He kind of like has the pharaoh hair. He's pointing into the portal, and he has a ring, and that's a ring that has a special windy powers. Okay, and he's saying, "I want that suit," and they're like, "We will, boss." And he's like, "We will? No, you must." I think I wrote that in the text I'm going to send you that clarifies all the speech. Anyway, here we are at the fourth panel. And the fourth panel, it's a place called the Siriani Deli. I spelt that out later. But it's a deli, and this is like, somebody getting something. It's actually the Spike Warrior. He's getting a sandwich, and the cashier is losing his mind. He's very afraid because just breaking in through the wall or the window or something is the Muskmaster. And he says, "It's about to get really musty in here." Or maybe he just says, "It's about to get musty in here." I don't know. Really is kind of funnier. Anyway, so his minions have kind of outraced him into this deli, and they're kind of jumping. They can float. These little mummies made of cheese, they can float in the air, kind of like, I don't know, fairies. And what's going on is like one of the little cheesy mummies is trying to eat the sandwich that the Spike Warrior is holding behind his back. And he's just holding up like a spike, like threatening the Muskmaster. I guess he can come in, kind of pose with his ring and whatever. Use your imagination, use your liberties, because I'm basically just a story guy. But anything you want to put in there, any details, that's cool. Let's see. Right, and he says something like, "Give me that suit." He wants the suit. And a roast beef on rye. So if I sound a little weird, I've had a couple drinks. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, so I covered the screaming cashier. That's basically it. That is basically it. I'm trying to clarify anything before I end this video. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Find the suit in the pyramid, showing the powers, introducing the Muskmaster and his quest to find the suit, sending his minions through the portal, and the final square for the page is when he breaks in, trying to interrupt the Spike Warrior getting a sandwich at the deli. Thanks, June. I appreciate you, man. And I'm going to send you a picture of this. And I also am going to send you the dialogue file with a text. And I'll go ahead and send it to you now. If you have any questions, just let me know. Also, let me know the time limits, how long you want to work on this, when you can get it done. I will go ahead and send you the $45 as soon as you get back to me that you've seen all this. Okay.